Hello, in this video I'll show you how to install Windows 10 on Oracle VirtualBox. Now this is much easier, because when I tried it on VMware, I found it too difficult to do it. I even get help with AI, but I found it difficult to do because I kept getting the error codes and I'd change the hardware, etc, on a virtual machine, not my physical PC, only the VM. Now in this video before this video I'm making one now, I tested the Windows 10 installation on VirtualBox and they performed very fast and well. Now that's why I will show you how to install the operating system on Oracle VirtualBox. Now open up VirtualBox on my desktop, double click, and then once you've done that, wait for it to come up. There we go. Click on new, click next, and then type in your virtual machine name, which is Windows 10. Click on the drop down, then select Windows 10, no, Windows 7. Next. You can select it you can select the version Windows 7 if you want, but as Windows 8 is part of Windows 10, it's a bridge of gap. I highly recommend you to select Windows 8 because Windows 8 is compatible with Windows 10. Designs, architecture, etc. But they're not the same. They are only the operating system, which is Windows 10 is of. Next. Memory, leave it as 1024 megabytes. Next. Create a new hard disk. Next. VDI, dynamically allocated. And then do not select the size, only select dynamically allocated. And then leave the memory as 25 gigabytes. That's enough for our Windows 10 to run. And then create again. The final pop-up. Okay, we're done. Open up settings, go to display, change it to 128 megabytes, but disable 3D acceleration. Storage, select the IDE controller, click on the disk icon, choose disk, and then choose Windows 10 32-bit ISO file. Click on OK, and when it's done, click on settings again, click on processor, and then change it to 2 processors. Make sure that VTX is enabled in a BIOS, and as well as this is also checked off in a BIOS. PA/NX, and you do not need to have EFI because it's normal to have the BIOS. There's no need EFI settings, and then click on start. But you can enable EFI if you wish. That's your choice. But I recommend you stick with the BIOS, the legacy style BIOS interface, because that's much more reliable than the EFI. And Windows 10 is booting up. Next, when it starts Windows 10, you will be greeted with the Windows 10 installation screen. You can see here this is started. It says language to install. Next, and then install. You can also replace your computer if you wish after you encountered issues during the installation or after installation. but that's not normal. I'm just asking that you can repair your computer during or after installation. But in most cases, you can use this option only if you experience any issues that you are when you still use Windows 10 on the VM. Then install now the operating system. I'm not repairing the computer, I'm just clicking install now. Set up starting, and then once done that, you will be able to install the operating system. Wait for it to start. Enter your product key, or skip, because I don't have a product key at the moment. I will select Windows 10 Pro, but if you want to select Windows 10 Home, then you can do it as well. But I'll select Pro for this video tutorial. Next. I accept the license agreement with the terms, and then next. Custom. I'll select the unallocated space. That's both for our Windows 10 installation to run. Next. And then it's going to be installing the operating system, and when it's done that, you will be greeted with the Windows 10 setup screen, and it's going to be waiting you for a long time to set up your desktop. When it's done that, you'll be booted with the Windows 10 desktop after you set up the virtual machine. You can see here it's booting, it's currently installing. We'll pause this bit until this is done. This one is very slow, that's why stop the video for a moment before I show you the overview. Next thing, restart your computer. When you've done that, and when you restart your computer, you should be able to boot into the Windows 10 overview screen. Or the installation, I think, because it's currently completing. when you boot into the operating system's GUI in the OBE, you should be able to set it up right before you can see the desktop of Windows 10. Getting device ready, and it's going to be getting the installation complete. It should not take long before this part of the installation. It should not take long. It should take enough time to complete. Getting ready, and then when it is done, you should be able to boot into the OB of Windows 10. When it's done that, it will ask you to set up your account, like your Microsoft account, I think, but I don't think that it will work because they dropped the 2015 servers down a year ago. That's why the server cannot work anymore. But you can only set up your Wi-Fi, your username, password, everything else, which does not require the server to run on. And because of that, they wanted to ensure that they move on to the newer standard of web services and the internet. Sign-in page, like a store, even a web-based sign-in page, a newer version compared to the older 2015 version. I'll pause this bit. This is done. Then the mouse cursor will appear. The design of a mouse cursor, which is used in Windows Vista. It started in that version of Windows and it continues to be used in, today's version of Windows. But I think that the mouse cursor will evolve by time to time, not with today and the 2030s version. It's booting up, and it should display the mouse cursor, which I've seen it when it's rebooting into the OBE screen. Next, you'll not see mouse cursor, but instead it should be booting. It should be displaying the OBE, and this boots up. You need to enter the product key if you have one. I don't have one, I'll do this later. Getting fast to use express settings. Starting in a moment. Now we should be able to, you know, move to Windows 10. But wait for it to install and wait for it to load, then I'll show it. Install Windows 10. I do not know why it's taking very long to install Windows 10, but it should is rebooting. Press OK to boot from CD or DVD. Do not press enter when you see this. Instead, wait for it. And you know, just go ahead and you must ensure that your PC is fast and supported for live when you install Windows 10. That's the critical factor for performance issues. Then that's why you must ensure that your PC is supported for live and fast before Windows 10 runs, like upgrading the hardware, RAM, hard disk, etc. Okay, and that makes the Windows 10 operating system look fast and responsive compared to the rigid and unresponsive and sluggish Windows 7 interface. Instead, stick with the responsive Windows 10 interface and disable apps, etc, 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 because they're resource heavy. Or you can download a Windows Classic theme, then you can no, you should not do that. Instead, because many third-party theming is quite heavy and it blocks system performance. Now, I'm saying you that compared to the Windows 7 sluggish interface, Windows 10 performance is much better with its clean non-error interface compared to the sluggish Windows 7. But it's not my opinion, because there is an option to enable the Windows 7 Basic or the Windows Classic theme, but it's only in Windows 7, not in Windows 10, okay? Because the reason why, because they wanted to ensure that the system not look old and outdated. Instead, they must look modern and fast. That's what they needed to make sure of, and that is the case for them. It should be able to take a moment. I'll pause this bit until it's done. Who owns this PC? My local school owns it. I own it. For this video and for your VM, select I own it. Click on next to confirm. Just a moment. Make it yours if you have a Microsoft account. But for this video tutorial, in all cases for your virtual machine, you do not need to create a new account. Instead, quickly skip this step. create an account for this PC, type in your name. I will type in the Windows, no, I'll just type in admin. One PC is very slow. Was a bit. I'll stop the video because I'll need to add it to the video editing software. We'll set the PC virtual machine because it's running very slow. Do not press enter when you see this boost message or restore it again. The 10 has been successfully installed. Now we can log in. I'll type in. No, it's still not logging it in. By the way, but yours can log in. But still incorrect, so I cannot still log in. I need to find a way to reset the passwords and the accounts as well, but I don't have a password at the moment. But anyways, this is how we can install Windows 10 on Oracle VirtualBox. Now yours can work fine and you can sign it successfully, but I still cannot go to the desktop, but that's okay. And that's pretty much it, and goodbye.